So Catherine and Elom break their silence when it comes to After Sun. Hey guys, it's Rob Morali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back again, it is daily and consistent content, guys. Subscribe to the channel, a consistent news channel for you guys. Fresh content at 365 days of the week. Filming this at 2:52 in the morning, so please do subscribe. I would appreciate it. I work round the clock. We're going to open this with Sammy. He's having a conversation in the confessional room with my Jamma, and as soon as she opens the chat, the first thing he says is hello beautiful, and she's like relax, like chillax, like calm down. To me it's funny that he is very quick to compliment my Jamma, but yet when has he ever called Jess beautiful? When has he ever called her beautiful, complimented her continuously? And that's what I mean, that I don't think that she has that reassurance, which is why she's speaking to him about it as an issue, because it's in her belt and it's an alarm in her. So I feel like when she leaves the villa and she sees that scene, it's going to be a problem. But look at that. Crazy. Men. Won't they do it? Won't they do it? Catherine and Elom speak. Tell me why there was no tea from Elom. Tell me why there was no tea. This is what I mean. This is why I find him funny. I find Elom entertaining because I just felt like nothing was going to come from this. I feel like, whatever he might wanted to say, there's rigorous scheduling, but also he just didn't really say much and kept it very PC. There was no tea that he wanted to spill. Yet he said it on his Insta many a times. I think he was saying that to kind of bring attraction to his Instagram and followers and etc. But when you try to do stuff like that, it never works in your way, especially as an Islander. Especially as the Islanders coming out of these last 2 seasons with the social media ban, a lot of them are barely leaving with 100,000, let alone 50,000, or 60,000. So you don't really have much coming out anyways.
Things were said, apologies were there. Me and Scott were in a good place. We are still in a good place. Like, what you didn't see is us all chilling after was, if I wasn't with Elom, I'd be with Winnie and Scott. Like, we were in a good place, you know. We were just, what you need to understand as well is like, there are feelings there.
What's she trying to say?
When you have arguments, things do get tense, and I never wanted to carry myself the way I did. I didn't want to get like that, but when you do care about someone,
emotions come out,
and it's just.
And as the time goes on, it only becomes even more harder for you to graft and gain that traction. It's like a slope where you start from here and then go, you're beginning to decline, well, the majority, and obviously some slowly upcline. So, it is a race, and I feel like people need to just think carefully before they do things like that. But evidently people were looking forward to it and got absolutely nothing. Catherine spoke on Scott and, said how she had developed, I think her explanation to me was confusing about developing feelings for him. And therefore that was why, things were XYZ. There was a lot of uncertainty about, them and what they would do when they were open upon leaving Casamon. They had those conversations. So she was shocked when he didn't recouple and etc. etc. I don't see how because you have feelings for somebody, you would say they're undesirable or that nobody wants them. Like, I don't understand that correlation. But at the end of the day, they both have squashed it in the villa prior to her leaving. So I don't feel like there needs to be anybody lingering on with this issue, because both of the parties involved have amicably resolved it. So it shouldn't be anybody's concern now. It should just be dropped and, in my opinion, completely forgotten. I feel like we don't need to ever speak about this ever again in any way of Catherine moving XYZ or moving weirdly. Do I feel like she would have been in that villa if she stayed with Scott? Maybe, but that didn't happen. It is what it is. Her and Scott have made up. My interview with Scott's brother that came out a couple of days ago, even he reaffirmed that they are not bothered by Catherine as well. So if the family are not bothered by her as well, I don't know why it's such an issue online. A lot of people are discussing her exit interview. They don't like it. They're saying that she's not being accountable. She's not being responsible. She's being immature with her response. So she's deflecting, etc., etc. My thing is this: regardless of whatever Catherine said, she would have been dragged. Like, even if she came with this wholly accountable personality or didn't, either way, you're getting dragged. If she's saying I'm accountable, people are saying she's doing it because she's seen the hate, she's being fake now. It's a PR response. That's what they'll say. But if she does it in the way she does, she's got to get dragged as well. There's no way that you can win when it comes to the internet, but especially when it comes to apps like Twitter. You cannot win. It is a cesspit of negativity on there, and so she was going to get dragged either way, and unfortunately that's just what's happening right now from what I'm seeing. A lot of people are just saying that she's not accountable and they're upset with her response, but it's a lot of pressure to take on. The whole world is on you, And I just feel like her and Scott have squashed it. So everybody needs to just move on. Like, who cares? Like, why are you sort of lingering on it? Who actually cares? Like, I definitely don't. I'm moving on from it. It's really not that serious. I feel like Love Island, the more I watch it, the more I just see it as like this Black Mirror episode and series and world that we're in. That's just the more I see Love Island as I get older. And it's like, you know, you're in the villa and you're trying your best to stay in the villa for as long as you can, not because you're looking for love, but because you need the followers, you need the numbers, you need the popularity. That's what you need. And if you don't get it and you come out early, if you don't have the followers, you're not important. And, you know, the ones who are not important try to beg it with the ones who are important, because the ones who are important have the most followers. And, you know, it's basically a game show. You can come out of the game show and be the most hated as well. And everybody hates you. It's such a Black Mirror-esque, scary, weird competition and world now. And that's just how I see it more as I get older. I don't know why, but that's just how it just comes across to me. Anyways, let me know your thoughts. I want to come to this, guys. Just subscribe to the channel, click that button. It is daily and consistent content, and I will catch you guys soon for another review.